this demonstration, I'll configure a network access control list, otherwise called a network ACL. Here in the VPC dashboard, I'm going to scroll down on the left all the way down to the security section under which I'll click Network ACLs. Here I'll see existing network ACLs, but I can click the Create Network ACL to build a new one. And remember that a network ACL is designed to control inbound and outbound network traffic through the configuration of rules. So I'm going to call this ACL-test. Then I get to determine which VPC it's associated with. I'm going to leave it on the VPC Central VPC in the drop-down list, and then I'll choose Yes, Create. So I'm associating my network ACL with that particular VPC because I want to control traffic into and out of that particular VPC. So having my ACL selected here in the list, down below, we've got an inbound rules and an outbound rules tab. So if I click inbound rules, I can see the default is all traffic is denied. If I were to click edit, I would then have the option of clicking add another rule, and I can give these rule numbers to control the ordering from top to bottom. Because as network traffic comes in, it's tested against each of the rules. For example, it would hit rule 100 before it would hit rule 101. So I'm going to create rule 100 here. And maybe what we'll do is allow inbound SSH traffic under the assumption that we're going to be deploying Linux EC2 instances into these VPC subnets. For the source, I can specify any IP address, or I could specify a range or a specific IP. For any, I'll put in 0.0.0.0/0. Now, network ACLs can have rules that either allow the traffic or deny them. So in this case, I want to allow it. So when I click Save, we'll see the modification to our network ACL, and notice that our SSH rule 100 is shown before the deny all rule down below. So as long as inbound traffic matches port 22 from any source, then it will be allowed. Anything else will be denied because that's the way our rule set is configured. Of course, I could click Edit to add any additional items that I wanted to allow. I'm going to click on Outbound Rules because we can also determine what outbound traffic is allowed. And notice here by default, all traffic is denied. But if we click Edit, we could then click Add Another Rule and determine what type of outbound traffic that we actually do want to allow. So maybe I'll make a rule here called 101, and maybe in an outbound direction, we'll allow outbound HTTP traffic.